All right, so guys, today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna knock out all these different construction blocks and then kind of show you how to put them together. So first, we're gonna make a sketch in our construction blocks on the horizontal surface. All right, so the first one I'm gonna do is this cube. So I'm gonna measure it. It's just a little bit over an inch. All right, so for our purposes, I'm okay saying it is an inch. It could be an inch and an eighth if we want to. So I'm going to make a 2-point rectangle, and I'm going to make it 1.1, and then I'm going to hit tab 1.1. That's pretty darn close, and for our purposes, that'll be good enough for now. All right, so 1.1, 1.1, hit enter. I'm going to finish that sketch. I'm going to click E for extrude, and then I'm going to type in 1.1. Okay, so that object is done. What I see right there is yellow. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to right click on body, and I'm going to go to appearance. I'm going to scroll down to paint. We'll make it glossy. I see a nice yellow. I'm going to click and drag over. That one's done. So I'm going to then hit escape. Okay, next sketch. So I want the same surface. So I don't want on top of this thing. I want on the plane. Okay, so I'm going to scroll out a little bit and I'm going to do another one. All right, since I did 1.1 for this one, I'm going to do 1.1 for this one as well. So I'm going to go right next to this and I'm going to make a sketch of 1.1. Let's try that again. 1.1, and then tab 1.1, enter. Okay, I'm going to finish that sketch. Hit the house. Okay, for this one, I want to go up to, it's pretty close to 2.5. It's just under that. It's probably 2 3/8. So I am going to say 2.4. Okay, it's pretty darn close. All right, same idea as before. This one is yellow, so I am going to right click and I'm gonna grab yellow and do that. Okay, moving on to the next one. Click on that surface. So we're done with 2. I'm gonna do another rectangle. Okay, this one is 1.1 in one direction and then it's a half in the other direction. So I'm going to, again, be right here. I'm going to say 1.1, and then I'm going to say 0.5. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to finish my sketch. I'm going to hit the house. So on this one, it looks to be really close to 2.5, maybe that 2.4 again. So I'll do extrude, and we'll say 2.4. Okay, click OK. Now this one is red, so I'm going to right click, appearance, and red. Okay, close. Now on to the next one. I got a green one. Okay, so now sketch on this surface. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to say 1.1. And then I'm going to hit tab 0.5, enter, finish sketch. And this one is 3.5. So I'm going to hit extrude 3.5, enter. That one is green, so I'm going to change this appearance to green. All right. Okay, close that. Done. All right, now I'm going to go to the cylinder. Okay, so I see this cylinder. Yeah, I'm going to go back to this kind of 1.1, maybe a little bit more than that, but that's fine. So I'm going to make a sketch on this surface. Maybe I'll go this way this time. All right, so I'm going to make a circle of diameter 1. It doesn't like to read that 1.1.1. There we go. All right, a little bit of a struggle there. All right, we're going to finish that sketch. All right, now I'm going to extrude that a distance of 2.5. Okay, enter. That's yellow on my end. Okay, so I'm going to go to appearance, and I'm going to go to yellow. Done. All right, so now we're left with a couple of the little bit of a trickier shape. So I'm going to make a triangle here. My triangle looks to be, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sketch on this surface. Now a triangle, there's not a specific, there is a specific triangle button, but it's going to make it easier just to do this. So I am going to make a line, and then another line, and then another line. All right, now notice I didn't dimension this, okay? So now what I'm going to go back and do is I am going to click the dimension tool. All right, so I'm going to hit escape out of that, and I am going to say D for dimension, or so basically if I click this, okay, I can adjust the size. So I want to go 2.4. Okay, this one, I want to go, it's really close to 1, so we're just going to say 1. And that will automatically adjust this other one. As long as I have these two, those two are going to be correct because it's a 90 degree. All right, so now I'm going to hit the house. Okay, this is right around 1 inch tall. So extrude that to a height of 1 inch. All right, that is blue. So I'm going to go over here, appearance, and I'm going to find a nice blue. Okay, close out of that. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing for this one. This one, though, is not a 90 degree, so we'll have to play around with that just a little bit. So make another sketch right here. All right, so this one looks like it's 1.5 this way. So the other way to do that is if you make a line, you can type in 1.5. Okay, now if I hit tab, I can move it around. So if I say 1.5 and then click, now I can go from here. So look what I'm doing. So now I'm going over to the center here and moving it up. So now that distance is really close to 1. All right. So I'm going to type in 1. All right. And then click. And then go over here and click. All right. So I had 1 right there, 1.5 right there, and I put it in the center. Okay. So I'm going to extrude that a distance of 1 inch. Okay, that is blue. So blue. Close it out. All right, we're left with 2 circles. So last 2. So I'm going to go here. All right, I'm going to make a circle of what diameter? This one is really close to 1.5, so I'm okay with that. So I'm going to make a circle of diameter 1.5. Okay, hit enter. Now, we could do one of 2 things. The easiest way is probably going here to here, and you know, see how I cut through that? So I did a line tool, one side to the other side. Finish sketch. Now what I can do is hit extrude and just pull up one of these. And we are going to pull it up a distance of 1 inch. Okay. So let's color those. All right, so let's make that. Oh, I can't fit it there. Let's move this over, make that green. All right, let's turn that off. All right, finally, we have this one. We have a little rectangle, which looks to be 2.75 by a little over an inch, like 1.1. So I'm going to make this, and we are going to say, struggle, we'll put it over here. All right, so I'm going to make this 1.1 and then tab 2.75. And then I'm going to make a circle in the center right here. Now, I have to figure out about the diameter of that circle. It's under an inch. It's about, oh, I don't know. I would say maybe we'll say 0.75. So 0.75, we'll look and see if that looks right. No, that doesn't look right. Sorry. That's the radius, so we don't want that. We want 1.5. That looks more reasonable. Still doesn't look great, though. All right, so we could do one of two things. It might not be an actual circle there. So I'm going to instead do an arc. All right, so I'm going to do a 3-point arc. And I'm going to click where I think. On this side, pretty close, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so then I'm going to make it look something like that. I think that looks better. All right, so I'm going to finish that sketch, extrude that to a height of 1.1. To a height of 1.1. Enter. All right, so that's red. All right, so appearance and red. All right, so this would be an excellent time to save. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is make a new file. All right, new design. And I'm going to save it. And I'm going to say construction blocks construction. Or maybe we'll say 2-piece. Okay, so now we're going to go to our, oh, I misspelled piece. Oh, yeah, anyways. So what we are going to do is we are going to create, all right, number one, we're going to see if we can copy this. Okay, so see that bridge? Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to see if I can paste it right in here. Oh, it doesn't like it. It won't let me. All right, so what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to convert these to components. All right, so I'm going to click this and make it a component. I'm going to click this, make it a component. Click this, make it a component, so on and so forth. You get the drill. All right, make them all components. Because as a body, it will not let you copy and paste it, but as a component, so if we look at this, we can copy. Now let's go over here and let's paste. Hey, look what we got. Now we have this over here. Look what we can do. All right, we can rotate it. You're probably going to have to rotate it 90 degrees. You can move it, so on and so forth. So let's say that looks good. Okay, let's say later I'm like, I don't like how that looks. I'm going to click on it and hit M for move, and I can adjust it as whatever I want. All right, so M for move. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab another one. Let's say I put a cylinder on top. So I'm going to grab this one, I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste. All right, and then I'm just going to hit OK this time. Now I want to put this on top of here. So I am going to click this. I'm going to hit M. I'm going to rotate it up, over, and find the right location. So this is going to cause you to have to look at your view cube. You're going to have to adjust. That looks pretty good. All right, and then finally, I'm going to put this guy on there. So, oh, these are only 2 pieces ones. All right, so that's how you do it.